no matter if the root of it was predicated on the blood, on the sexual luxuries of children.
Okay.
And you know it's a luxury because when spirit calls light to it, nobody wants to let it go because you privilege. You are privileged in some way from our community continuing to operate in a sick manner.
And that is us putting people on a path, continuing to want to divert outside of ourselves instead of listening to the very voice inside our head that's telling you that this shit is fucking corrupt.
Come on. Come on.
But yet we want to sit back and sweep it under the rug, as we were discussing before. Continue to sweep under the rug these demons in light of the luxuries, because that we believe that by sweeping it under the rug, our house continues to stay clean.
Come on.
But when you run a UV light over your shit, you see how dirty you are.
Come on.
The stains will never go away. Those blood stains never go away, because that is coded cryptic DNA that stays behind for a reason. Get it fucked up. The mother is not playing with nobody.
None of us is escaping the fall of Babylon. None of us are escaping the fall of Babylon. Okay? Babylon, as its thoughts are so strong that they seem to have us in complete subjugation. You are subjected to your desires. You are subjected to the material world. You are subjected to only creating, being allowed to create. And you're not even creating. You are the effect of somebody else's creation.
You're duplicating.
You are subjugated to someone else's creation. And because spirit had to send in a child to do the work of a woman, Babylon is falling. And spirit gave us time. The divine mother gave us time to get into order, to fall in line, to fall away, to prepare, to relinquish your idols, to stop looking for people outside of you, to give you something. It is over. Babylon is falling. The next aspect of Babylon was the scripture that they gave us when I was looking up the definitions of these and the metaphysical symbolism. The scripture that they took me to next was Daniel 3:1. And there's 3 words that I want to break down in the scripture. Okay? Daniel 3:1 says that the king made an image of gold. And I think, Shasha, this one should really appeal to you because you've been going in this morning about gold.
Yeah.
And so Daniel 3 says that the king made an image of gold. Let's look at king. King breaks down into righteous, the executive faculty, and every man whose life is guided, governed, and directed by spirit. Okay, that's very. The king is you being in the understanding that that spirit is guiding you. Okay, that spirit is taking care of you. That spirit is leading and directing and governing every action that you take and every decision and every experience that you encounter. Okay, so the king made an image of gold. Okay. Image breaks down into a mental representation of anything not actually present to the senses. Everything that is manifested was first a mental picture and was brought into the expression by the forming power. And I'm going to bring this all together, okay?
I'm going to bring it together too, because dang, okay. I just got to download. Go ahead.
Okay. So image is everything that is manifested was first a mental picture that was brought into expression by the forming power of the imagination, meaning that the picture can't even become animated until you give it spirit.
Yeah, so you give it reverence.
Yes. And then the last word is gold. Gold breaks down into, get this shot, spiritual gifts, bitch. Gold translates into spiritual gifts. This is the riches of spirit. The gold that the wise man brought to the Christ child was a consciousness of the omnipresent richness of substance. Okay? And so we've essentially made an image, a false image, of our spiritual gifts. And we're operating in them as if our spiritual gifts are supposed to bring you material riches.